Germany v Mexico, Group F 2018 FIFA World Cup Russia. It's the final round of fixtures in the group stage and there are several teams fighting for a spot in the next round. Only 6 teams have sealed their spot in the next round and that means there are 10 spots left and 17 teams are battling for it. 9 teams have been knocked out so far. 5 of those teams still have a chance to make an impact at the World Cup, but Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Tunisia and Panama have only pride to play for. 7 teams have won both their games in the group stage and in a normal scenario, that should be enough to seal their spot in the next round. 6 of those have made it through, but for Mexico, they still need a result from their final match versus Sweden or for Germany to drop points versus South Korea. Without further ado, here's a look at the qualification scenarios for every team. Group A standings right now: qualified, Russia and Uruguay knocked out, Egypt and Saudi Arabia. Fixtures: Russia vs Uruguay, Egypt vs Saudi Arabia. Russia and Uruguay have sealed their spots in the next round, but their final match will be a very important one. The winner of the match will finish as the Group A winners and will be facing the team that finishes second in Group B, and that might be Iran if they manage to get a win versus Portugal. As for Egypt and Saudi Arabia, it's a matter of who ends the World Cup with a positive result. Both teams have been knocked out after being humbled by Russia and Uruguay. Group B standings right now: qualified, none can qualify, Spain, Portugal and Iran knocked out. Morocco fixtures: Portugal vs Iran, Spain vs Morocco. 3 of the 4 teams will be fighting it out to qualify for the next round. A draw versus Morocco is enough for Spain to make it into the next round, and that's the same case for Portugal as well. A draw versus Iran will help them finish in the top 2 and thus guarantee a place in the knockout stages. How Spain can get knocked out? There is a small chance of Spain getting knocked out despite them being on top of the table right now. A 2-goal loss at the hands of Morocco will leave them at 4 points with a negative goal difference. And that means a draw between Portugal and Iran is enough for the 2 teams to secure a place in the next round. However, a loss by 1 goal will still get them into the next round regardless of the result between Iran and Portugal. But then again, they need to make sure that they do not pick up a yellow or a red card versus Morocco, since if they finish on level terms, it could boil down to yellow cards. How Portugal can get knocked out? Portugal go into their game versus Iran knowing that they need a result to make it into the next round. A loss would leave them in the 3rd spot and that will see them knocked out of the tournament. How Iran can qualify? Iran take on Portugal in the final game of the group stage knowing that only a win can help them qualify. Spain are favorites versus Morocco and a slip-up isn't on the cards. They cannot rely on the result of that game and should go all out against the Euro 2016 winners to make it into the next round.